All right. Let's see what we can get going here. This is going to be the annual Tom's Donuts board meeting. And I got my Tom's Donut hat on. I know you people are going to come out here. And the problem with this hat is sometimes it looks like it's straight, sometimes it doesn't. But the point is, it says Tom's Donuts on it. Tom's Donuts. So I'm going to be doing some Wired Differently videos today. So I have my Wired Differently shirt on. We all know that I'm wired differently. A lot of you are wired differently. And Tom's Donuts is born from the Wired Differently corporate business model. So why not wear both, Wired Differently and Tom's Donuts? But today's meeting with my board members out there in all of the world now, because we're going to be announcing today the 2022 summer motto, if you will. Every year I pick a marketing brand or a marketing scheme. I shouldn't say scheme. Let me see if I can get some comments up here. My thing's not set for comments, so I'll be able to see who's on. 20 people. Oh, we're really picking. Okay, so hey, welcome everybody. So today is the board meeting for Tom's Donuts, the donut capital of the world. And we're going to call this meeting into order today. My name is Todd Saylor. I'm the CEO of a lot of stuff because I make it. And if I make it, I become the CEO. I know a lot of you kind of do that kind of stuff. You can be the CEO of your life. You can be CEO of your company. You can be the CEO of your thoughts. You should be the CEO of damn near everything you own, right? Because only you can make decisions. And today is the board meeting for Tom's Donuts. And I'm going to call it into order with my honorary coconut hatchet. I had this made especially for me with leather and the markings of a warrior. It has nothing to do with Tom's Donuts. It's just kind of a little bit about my Wired Differently component. But we're going to set this meeting off, call to order the board meeting today of Tom's Donuts, the donut capital of the world. Is going to be called in order. Hear ye, hear ye. And we're going to inaugurate this 2022 wrap-up beginning vision meeting by signifying it with an annual chopping of the coconut and drinking the coconut water. Coconut chop. Coconut water. Serving. Whew. She brought a towel. Coconut water. Inauguration 2022 summer of Tom's Donuts, Angola, Lake James, Indiana. The donut capital of the world begins. Little espresso, Tom's Donut coffee. Chaser. We're off and running. I'm telling you, man, that cocoa had more water in it, or water. Woo, had more water in it than I thought, and it went everywhere. But don't let that be an example of my poor planning, because I'm actually a good planner, but I wanted it to be real and genuine, and so we did it. So anyways, here's our agenda today. All right, so coconut water. So I got the coconut right out of my yard. And the reason I wanted to use a coconut demonstration for today's conversation is that coconut is like life to me and so many people. I mean, for years and worlds and beyond worlds, people drank coconut water, ate coconut meat, if you will, because it fulfilled them with electrolytes, right? Electrolytes like Gatorade, things of that nature. So magnesium, calcium, electrolytes, and it's got some natural sugar in it. So it's kind of like a really cool thing I like to do in the morning. I chop my own coconuts and we drain the water. I simplified the process right there to give you the inaugural feeling of the Tom's Donuts board meeting. But I've been waiting on this board meeting since last year, and I decided to do it out of my studio today and show it off a little bit. Some changes. And it's cold outside. It's like, don't hit me too hard. It's like 55 degrees. And I went out to get the coconut, and it was cold. And now, y'all up north, 55 is warm. And I'm from Indiana, so I know what warm is and warm not. But when you live down here long enough, 55, in dog years is like 39 in Indiana temperature. So just get over it. Call me what you want. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye, hear ye, coconut. All right, so let's talk about Lake James. Lake James. I want to give you the financial reports. I want to give you the ideas. I want to talk about what a great summer we had this last summer. We had the beginning of Tom's Donuts brisket, prime rib brisket burgers that went really, really well. So let's start there with that. I want to thank everybody for putting up with me. And I want to start this story with a lady who I don't know her name, and maybe I probably never see her again. And here's why. So I was building the brisket burger thing, and it was going pretty well. But what we didn't understand is that the famous, beautiful taste that I created with the meats of brisket and prime rib and obviously beef came an amazing flavor when cooked perfectly. But when overcooked, it created not exactly what everybody wanted all the time. And the grill that I had purchased for the Tom's Donuts prime rib brisket burger was a great grill, but I had no idea what I was doing. I just thought a grill's a grill, I guess, in some regards. I asked, give me the best one. But I had no idea that we were going to be doing 500 burgers a day. Well, that grill got hot. And then when we cooked a lot of burgers, it got cold. And then we laid off of it, it got hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. So long story short, we had to learn how to cook that prime rib brisket burger so that it would be perfect every day. And we were relying on labor that was interesting in many cases. All my people were great this summer. Got coconut water all over everything. My wife is just going to say, what the heck? Why do you do stuff like this? It's because I'm wired differently. Hope my computer doesn't shut off. I didn't know if cocoa water goes well with cocoa water. So long story short, at the end of the season, we figured out what we had to do. And I talked to a really cool, I want to go back to the story. So at the beginning of the summer, with the hot, cold, I sat down with a lady and we were really busy. And she had sent back her order like 3 times. First, it was the fries weren't toasty enough. And then it was something else. And then we didn't have Pepsi and we had Coke. And it kind of went on. And then she got to the burger and the burger was not done enough. And then we ran back there and we did it again. And then the burger was done too much. And then finally she said, I'm just done. And I said, I walked out there. I happened to be there. So I walked out there. And I said, ma'am, can I help you? Can I help you with anything? And she said, yes, you can. I said, okay, what can I do to make this better? What can I do? I mean, I brought you fries. I brought you corn dogs. I brought you a burger, not once, but twice. I brought you some free dipping. I did everything. I even gave you a certificate for a free donut and some ice cream. Ma'am, what can I do? What can I do to make your burger experience better? And this lady looked right at me and she said, I think you should just stay in the donut business. And she walked off. that was her advice to me, to stick to donuts. And I don't know who she is, honestly. And I was frustrated with the comment, but I said thank you for your comment. And we moved on. And instead of getting upset over it, I think I told the manager, and I was like, hey, look, this lady said, and some things were said. And I said, but you know what? if she feels that way, she's not the only one. And we have to get better at it. I mean, we can't just hit 8 out of 10 burgers. And so I won't belabor this. So at the end of the summer, we finally found the answer. We have the perfect meat. We have the perfect everything. And we have to step up the bun. But we had to get the burger perfect every time with the labor that we had to deal with in the summers. So I bought a $15,000 grill. Man, I know. Don't tell my wife, because I told her we got a deal on it. And it was almost free. Well, 15 grand is free to some people with means greater than me. So my point of the matter is, but this burger grill grills everything automatically. You put it in and the top comes down like this and it squishes it just a little bit and it goes for 3.5 minutes. And then the lid comes up like this. And then you put the cheese on the top and the lid comes back down and it hovers and it melts the cheese and it comes back up. And we take it off, put it on the burger, put the tomatoes, the ketchup, and the mustard, and the pickles, and whatever you want on it. And it's going to be perfect. And we got to do it the last 2 or 3 weeks of the summer. So I am 100% certain, guaranteeing you the perfect burger every time this coming summer. It's just around the corner. So that's the burger update. We will sell a massive amount of perfect burgers this summer. You're going to be so happy. And to my good friend Willie out there, Willie Schwartz, hey, Countryside Towing, the awesome dude. Hey, Willie, I'm stepping up my game on the bun. We're going to stick with a brioche bun, but we're going to go with a heartier brioche bun, Willie. This bun is going to be, you aren't going to know if it's potato flour or brioche. I don't even know which one's better. We have potato flour in our donuts, but we're going to really step that up for you, Willie. And that's going to handle both patties, all the fixins, and the barbecue sauce, and some of the secret sandwiches we got coming this summer. So we're going to be making the switch. Let me rephrase that. We're going to be completing the full turn to more barbecue products from the Tom's Donut Brisket Burger Wagon. Brisket is barbecue. We have an amazing brisket sandwich coming up. We've already baited it. We've got great people cooking it with cheese, the sauce. Oh, so good. So good. So we're going to have the same menu. We're going to add the brisket sandwich and some other barbecue treats. You're going to just love the Tom's Donuts prime rib brisket burger corner. You're going to love it. Ice cream, update on the ice cream. We're going to turn that game up with some signage. We're going to start marking it. We're going to start combination selling it from across the street, back and forth. You're going to love what we're doing with it's not ice cream. It's custard. There's a difference. All right. One's just a little less healthier than the other. Hey, listen, if you're going to eat at Tom's Donuts, forget the calorie counter. Get rid of it. I'm not hiding from it. I don't want you hiding from it. I want you to enjoy yourself at Tom's Donuts. I mean, I don't want you to come there thinking, hey, you're only going to do anything but have fun. I want you to have fun. I want you to grab a few things that you like and keep coming back and enjoying the experience and the time and the savory taste of Tom's Donuts. Coney Dogs. Coney Dogs, we've stepped up the game. We've continued. We've moved the hot dog to be a little bit bigger, all beef. And the sauce continues to be the same game. My dad and everybody put together. We amped that up just a little bit. Here, let's give it up to my dad, Tom Saylor, Tom's Donuts. 52 years this season. All right, all right. Board members, clap your hands. Come on now, board members. So here we go. That's brisket. That's coney. That's custard. Oh, yeah, donuts. The greatest donuts in the world. We are going this Memorial Day to set the world's record, the Guinness Book of World Record. We're going to be setting that this year for the most donuts sold in an 8-hour period made by hand anywhere in the world. We will own that moniker. I'm super excited about that. Also, that's the lake. Lake's kicking on. The last thing I'm going to tell you about the lake, I got my notes up there. 3 concerts this summer. 3 concerts. We already got 2 of them booked. We got 3 concerts. We're going to bring back some of the same old acts, but we're bringing in some bigger acts from out of the area with smoke, lights, mirrors, sound, everything. Fireworks. We're going to do it again this summer. Tom's Donuts is the donut capital of the world. and you got to say it just like that. All right, so that's the Lake Store. We're going to have signs out there. We're going to put a permanent sign. Hopefully the county is okay with that. It says the donut capital of the world. That's Lake James. Any questions on Lake James? Let me just look here, because we got to move on to the town store with the annual meetings. Profitability for the Lake James store. Profitability, drum roll. We made profit. We made profit. What? I mean, what else is there to tell you? My face is getting red. We made money out at Lake James, and I want to thank you very much for helping us make money out there. We bought some things, okay? We didn't make a lot of money, but it's coming. Board members, I want you to understand that we will make money out there. I'm going to give you a return on your investment. So here's the deal. We made money. We were profitable, but I had to buy a few things. I had to buy a golf cart because I needed a golf cart out there. I hope you guys approve the expense. Don't tell Tracy exactly, but I definitely needed that golf cart. I put a sticker on it. We're writing it off. Okay, so it's done. It's cash. It's paid for. Don't worry. We're not financing anything out there. All right, what else do we buy? We bought some trays. We brought some showcases. We did the front. We put $15,000 into the windows. Come on, man. That was a good expense. We built a stage. We upped Mike Conley's stage. We upgraded his stage, put a little money. It's a couple $1,000s in Mike Conley's stage. We put the camera that sees over the lake 24/7, and a little bit about $300-400 approval expenditures. And we bought a Jeep. I know some of you are saying, Todd, did you really need the Jeep? And I'm just here to tell you that I needed the Jeep for a lot of reasons. So don't be upset with the CEO's expenditure. The CEO needs to drive something around town when he comes into town. I know it was a lot of money, but I need the board's forgiveness because we have an image of Tom's Donuts now of a beautiful Jeep. Do you know how many times I get ducked? I didn't even know ducking was a thing, man. I get ducked. Tom's Donuts is getting ducked. Come on. You know that was a good investment for the board. The board needs to approve that. Please approve the expenditure. I don't know. $60K. I don't know. Something like that. It's paid for. Listen, we're going to make money. So we still showed a profit. We got the Jeep. We got the golf cart. We got Mike Conley's stage. We got more signage. Tom Armstrong has got the brisket plays up and kicking. Ken Wilson is wiring everything and making it go well, along with Matt, David, and the whole wiring people over there. It's just going great. Okay, I'm trying to think about any more expenses out there. Oh, we epoxied the floor in the back of the Lake James store. $4,000 or $5,000. Thanks to Northern Epoxy over there. I think I need you to prove that one too. I don't know. Let me just tell you, we spent about $100,000 out there to get it up and running and where to go from the marketing. So approved. Hear ye, hear ye. Todd's expenditures are approved. Cocoa. All right. Now that that's approved, let's move on to the town store. Town store will make money. All right. Will make money. The town store has always kind of been, it just hasn't been the favorite of all of the Toms. It suffered from neglect. And I want you to know that we are committed. Board, I need your support. That town store needs to be carrying a rock. That I need all of you to understand that town store, if we want to enjoy growing the great Lake James experience, we have to build the town store, right? We need to flip the mentality. The mentality has always been lake, and the town store is just going to be something there, and it's going to be a nuisance, but we got to have it, But since buying it roughly in 2019, my mentality, the CEO's new mentality is The town store has to be 24/7 awesome, right? Not open 24 hours, but every day, every year, it has to be the staple of Tom's Donuts. It has to be the ongoing image of Tom's Donuts, of quality and selection. It has to be better than the lake in some regards, only because it's an everyday thing. It's something you could franchise, right? It's something that needs to be sustainable every month, profitable every month, every day out of the year. Why make a company if it's not profitable, right? It needs to be profitable. It needs to be profitable in money, or it needs to be profitable in some type of tax shelter. It has to be profitable to you somehow, right? And so, I did it because I want it to be profitable to my father and my mother's legacy. That being said, I need it to be profitable for my family going forward and for the community. If it's not profitable, it doesn't stay busy and going. It doesn't offer the uniqueness of 52 years of the donut capital. This is your Tom's Donuts, man. All right, so here's the deal. The town store, we're going to move through the town store. The town store might break even. The winner, this is the first time in the history of the world that Tom's Donuts, Angola, Indiana will probably break even. And then next year, we're off and running. So here's the changes we made in town. We've spent a lot of money. Okay, board needs to approve. Epoxy floor in town store, $5,000, $6,000. Thank you, Northern Epoxy again. Town store needs to approve. New countertops, $5,000, $6,000. Thank you, Steve Brown, for creating these amazing countertops that are going to have merchandise and everything on it. It's just so clean. It smells so good. It's just such a great experience. Board needs to approve 3 brand new LED lit showcases, $30,000. Approve that, board. We need that approved because I already spent the money. Okay. Now we got all that up and running, and Tom's Donuts is the real deal. The other exciting thing I want to tell you about, I get excited about this stuff. I got to bring it down a little bit. Bring it down a little bit. The drive-through window. The drive-through window is going to have its own drive-through order board coming up this spring. I want to thank Tom Armstrong for that, and Ken Wilson at JICI, my brother Shane and Danny and everybody. It's going to be awesome. So you're going to be able to order. Your order is going to be ready when you come up to the window, or pretty darn close. And that line's going to move quicker. So that's a really upgrade. The other thing I want to thank Shane for, Shane's awesome. My brother, he's operational guru. He's the Cal Ripken of donuts. The guy never missed a day in 40 some years. He's just freaking remarkable. But we got an app now that we're going to be getting out to you in the next probably less than 60 days. Mobile ordering. You can order your donuts, your bakery goods, your coffee, anything you want, and it'll already be boxed up, paid for, and waiting for you in the store, just like at, hey, let's say at Starbucks. Hey, let's just say it at my favorite coffee shop in Angola, 5 Lakes. I'm not hiding it. I'm not denying it. I love 5 Lakes. Get out there and support you some 5 Lakes. Anyways, I want to just tell you that our drive-through experience is going to be greatly enhanced. You're going to get donuts, and let's talk about the bakery products. This board meeting, I didn't want it to go longer than a half hour, but I'm so excited. The bakery products. So we have 2 great showcases for donuts, and we've got 1 beautiful showcase to showcase our new Tommy's. Tommy's are a cake donut nut. Let me explain this to you better. Tommy's are a nutmeg spice, old-fashioned cake donut made into a donut hole, and then over so gently filled with raspberry filling, and then rolled in a rich, white, thick layer of granulated sugar. It explodes when you eat it. It's amazing. We're going to sell a pile of these Tommy's, and you're going to love it. Beyond that, we've got muffins, we've got bagels, we've got scones, we've got these Rice Krispie treats, which at first I was against. I ate one and I'm like, holy cow, these things are amazing. We create the Rice Krispie treat, and then we ice it with our own Tom's Donuts icing. It's disgustingly sick. It's amazing. You aren't going to believe how good those Rice Krispie treats are, and very, very affordable. Okay, so then we've got, what else do we have in the bakery? Muffin, bagels. We did that. Okay, So the bakery products will expand. Please give us ideas, and we're going to do the things we can do there with that. All right. So that's the bakery items. Come in there and support Tom's all year round. You townies and Tom's Donuts. I know you don't go out to the lake because you're smarter than that, right? So get your butt in there and get your daily fix like you're doing. I will tell you this. When I bought this donut business and before we remodeled everything, we were doing an average of about $400 a day. And I will tell the board members right now, I'm just going to go on record. I'm not ashamed of it. We're doing close to $2,000 a day in sales or more in average in the winter. So board members, thank you for patronizing our establishment, your establishment, and thank you for your guidance and letting me buy that Jeep and all this stuff. All right, so there's that. Now, listen, that's Tom's Donuts. I think I'm looking at my notes here real quick. The donut capital of the world. We've got a billboard going up on I-69 in this month. It's going to be there all year, and it's going to be promoting the donut capital of the world. Mayor Dick Hickman gave me the quote. He's dubbed it. We're going to get it proclamated, and we're going to set the Guinness Book of World Record in May, and we're going to officially, truly be the donut capital of the world. When people come to Angola or they ask you where you're from, you're going to say Angola, Indiana, the donut capital of the world. That's where you're from. That's right. Donut capital of the world. All right, this meeting, I've got to tell you, this meeting's been fun. It's been really fun, and I think we need to adjourn this meeting with cocoa water. All right. So I don't know. You can tell anybody I'm crazy, but don't tell them anything other than the fact I'm wired differently. You're wired differently. Tom's is wired differently. We're all wired differently. I got to tell you, we kept over 50 people on this call for I don't know how long it's been. And I want to tell you, I'm just going to quickly let you know this meeting is adjourned. We've been profitable. I want to thank you for that. Our corporation is growing. I can't tell you. I got a super special surprise for you this summer out at Lake James, but I haven't closed the deal yet. And let's deal with one rumor right now, since we're getting it all out here. I want to thank Brad, who owns Brewskis over there across from the Brisket Burgers and across from Tom's Donuts. You all know I'm talking about, you Lakers. Brad is an amazing dude. He's done a great job at Brewskis. I love the fish. I eat that fish every time I come back to Indiana. It's my first stop. I love the Paradise Pizza, and I love Brad's fish. I love everything Brad's doing in there. I love Brewskis. Thank you, Brewskis, for being a class act out there and do so much. Yes, Brad and I had a friendly conversation. We had a conversation about someday basically allowing Tom's Donuts to buy Brewskis if and when he ever decided to move on in his restauranteering life. The conversation went really good. Brad's a super guy. His wife's a super lady. And my comment to Brad was, Brad, if you ever want to sell it, give me the first opportunity to buy it. I'll give you everything you got in it, plus something. Let's see what's going on here. And plus anything to make. I want to make this work, but I want you whole. I want you healthy. I want you happy. And I want you involved in the lake as much as you want to do it. Just don't sell it to somebody out of the community if you can avoid it. Brad said, yeah, let's do that. Let's get together. Let's talk about what that might look like. All of a sudden, the entire sandbar is calling me. I'm like, oh, man, I love this sandbar, man. Last thing I want to do is upset the sandbar. But listen, I just want to set the record straight. For anybody who heard anything out there, Brad and I are besties, man. We get along great. All the parking we need in the mornings is over at Brewskis. He's a great guy. The rumor was that I was buying it and tearing it down. That was not going to happen. That was not in the conversation. So whoever's saying that, just stop saying it, because that's not in the conversation. That's not what would have happened. What would have happened is what would have happened. It would have been to honor Brad. It would have been honor what the corner needs best. I'm all about tradition. I'm all about making the summer the summer. So I just want everyone to know, man, listen, I love you all. I'm not going to ever do anything out there that's going to hurt the experience that my father started 50 some plus years ago. My commitment is only to enhance it. So off that table, I want to thank Brad and his wife for being such cool people. And anybody out there who I can openly talk about it now without any problems whatsoever. Come out there and spend all the money you got at Brad's. Spend whatever's left over at Brisket Burgers and Tom's Donuts and ice cream and all that. Just enjoy your summer, man, at the donut capital of the world. All right, so let's see if I got some questions out there. This meeting is adjourned. I just want to get the room. We should add that to a line item to the meeting. Rumors. There's some good stuff going on out there, though. I can't talk about because I haven't closed the land deal, but it's not Brewski's. Don't start that again. I don't have time for all those phone calls. Neither does Brad. He's back there cooking his ass off back there. Go apply at Brewski's and help him out, man. Dude's a hard worker. There every night. Linda Sue. Hey, Linda Sue McCrae. Destiny Smith. Woo, Destiny, waiting on your DoorDash from Tom. DoorDash. Good other income stream. Man, I'm sorry they charge you so much for that, Destiny. You know that's not me making the money and all that door dashing. You know, we have to actually lower our prices or what we'd like to charge so you don't get hammered so hard with the like $4 million DoorDash. Okay, DoorDash is going to call me now. It's not $4 million. It's well worth it. Pay whatever you can. Get them to your door. If that doesn't work, call my brother Shane. He'll deliver it. He will. If he's around, he'll bring that right to your door. Don't tell DoorDash. All right. Truth Seeker. We need to connect soon. All right. Johnny Katz Walker. DoorDash lover. All right. Truth Seeker. King Oberlin. We were breaking out the sunblock in the upper 30s. Hey, Mike Conley's coming back this summer. Mike Conley is coming back for his third summer. I think people come to see Mike Conley. I know it. I've had people tell me to stop talking when I'm on the stage so Mike can sing. I don't know her name, but she's funny, but she was probably right. She's probably the same lady that told me to stop making hamburgers and whatever. Claudia Sadie, you agree to something? Kendra Renee Schreip, my daughter. Oh, my daughter, Kendra. Kendra just had a baby boy, Jakin. She has 3 kids, and they're here in Florida with us. Her husband, Derek, is a Payserve admin guy. He's amazing. Roger and Betsy Lowe, do you have a smaller burger? Yeah, we're going to do that this summer. Roger, we're going to do a smaller slider. We've been experimenting with a sausage slider for the mornings. And in town, I forgot to tell you, we're experimenting with a quiche muffin. Danny Caruso showed me how to make a quiche muffin, and I think we're going to be selling that at the Tom's Donuts drive-through window. Now, I want you to understand that the Tom's Donut Lake James experience is the Tom's Donut Lake experience. The town store is going to be the town store's experience. We're not going to be doing muffins and all this bakery stuff at the lake. We just can't. It's just the volume's too much. The town is going to give you these extra features, and that's how we're going to build this model. So appreciate you coming to both stores, supporting them all. Chuck Mason, I love you, man. Tom's Donuts rules. He is a amazing man for the boys club and all that stuff he's got going out there. I'm gonna get in trouble for that. Chuck, tell me that organization that we represent there, the political establishment that builds young men and women. Emily Schlotterbeck, honestly, lots of thoughts. Love following. April Helmsmuth. Hey, April, you're awesome. I know you call me boss every time I see you, but you're the boss in there, right? You're doing a great job. Schlotterbeck, the Jeep, besides being cool, does help the image. Hey, so is the Jeep approved? Tell me the Jeep's approved. Tell me the Jeep's approved. Heather will love it. Heather does all the books for all 14 companies I own. Heather, Emily on the board of directors has approved the Jeep expense out of Tom's Donuts, not out of Todd's Sailor Personal. Coconut approval. All right. Way to go, Emily. Kathy Wilhelm loves Shane. I love my brother too. I'm going to be doing a speech coming up on Wired Differently. Go to Wired Differently Facebook and follow me over there. I'm going to be doing an 8-minute talk about my brother and our partnership and who do you have in your life like Shane. Everybody needs a Shane. Amanda Truesdale. Hi, Amanda. Brendan Echo. Freaking love you, bro. I love you too. I wonder if I can click show. Let's see. Hey, look at that. Freaking love you too, bro. Let's see. I just figured that out. Look at here. Susan Wright. Can't wait to try some Tommies. Oh, man. Am I having fun now? Okay, let's go back up here. Brandon, thanks for the shout out. All right, what do we got here? When are you going to convince Jimmy Dagger to carry some donuts? Well, Jimmy Dagger, I mean, like, there's like 3 guys in my life that I got to put in the same category. There's 2 others and Jimmy Dagger. Like, they're the most awesome dudes. Jimmy is a amazing guy. I mean, what he's done out there on the sandbar is second to none. He's built it all from scratch. I took this over from my father. Jimmy went out there in a boat one day, had no customers. He said, come on, bring it all. And he built this sandbar. And now we've got the sandbar and Tom's Donuts, and Jimmy and I get along great. And, that's up to Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy, just give me a sign out there. Give me some love, brother. I had your cheeseburger. I ate it. I promoted it. It was amazing. I love your cheeseburger, and I love those steak things that you cook out there, and I love the view. All right. Thank Mercy Walker. Thank you. I was so over fielding of those rumors about Brewski. Oh, Mercy. Thank you. Brad and I get along great. Brad's a great guy, and I just never talked about it. I want to get it out there. Mercy's just an amazing person. Great kid, great son. Hopefully we can get some of her help this summer with her son. He wants to work out there, Shane, so if you're listening. John Sitar, all that food sounds good. Hi, John, my man. Sorry about your Raiders. Charlene. Oh, Charlene. Beautiful Charlene's a great speaker, entertainer. Met her at FTX. Wow, this is going on. Wow, David, I got more comments. David Andrew, thank you. Jimmy, another shout out. We're going to have to get donuts out there. All right, man, a lot. Let's see what else we got up here. Suel, Destiny, Truth Seeker. All right, guys. So listen, we've had a great time today. Any last minute questions? What's up, Brown? Good to see you, brother. Oh, no. Lou Fry. Ugh. Lou picks on me all the time. Lou is on my tail 24/7. I can't say, and it's a good thing because she keeps me, I think, humble and tries, but she keeps me kind of balanced. We kind of have this political thing. I lean left socially, but I'm always in my right mind. Lou leans left socially. She leans left. I got to bring her back this way just a little bit, but she's good for me. So keep up the conversation, Lou. Keep me squared up. I love it. You're a great customer. You've become a friend, and I appreciate all that. Let's see here. King, we were breaking out the sunblock. All right. I got 40 some people on the line here still. Is there any other question before I really adjourn this question and answer series? All right, last one. New comments. All right, Brian Lee, donut capital of the world. Hashtag Tom's Forever. All right, guys. Well, listen, I kept you on a long time. This is going to be good to look back on. We've got some records of our history for 2021. Now we've got 2022 coming around. We're doing a great job in town. The Lake Store is getting upgraded for the summer. We've got some key sponsors I want to tell you about. We've got JICI. We've got Beagle 1 with Tom Armstrong, and JICI with Ken Wilson. And we have got, we just got a lot of people helping us out there. I just want to make sure that everyone's clear about that. I'm drawing Blake on my electric guy. Gosh darn it. Matt David's electric company, and my brain's fried. So anyways, I really apologize about that. I'll make that up to you. But really, the partnerships we have out there are great. Things are going great. I want to get off this call, and I want to thank the board of Tom's Donuts for approving all of my expenses. I think that it was money well spent, and we will be profitable in town the year 2023. We will remain profitable at the lake. We're going to just inch by at the lake. We're going to just keep making money at the lake. But I thank everybody. Appreciate you allowing us to raise our prices last season. Appreciate no one really complaining about that and understanding the situation with labor. We are truly paying our people above the average of a dozen donuts. And I will close you that with this. My father taught me and other people through years that the cost of a dozen donuts must reflect minimum wage. Well, my father lived in a time period where the minimum wage was basically set, and whatever the minimum wage was, people worked for it for the most part, and that's the way it was. But now, the way things are in America, which is really good in many, many ways, minimum wage is too low. Minimum wage needs to come up. But minimum wage is a byproduct of the economy, right? And so just because the minimum wage is somewhere around $7, $8, doesn't mean that we have to pay it. It's minimum wage, right? It's the minimum you can pay anybody. Well, the fact is, you can't get anybody for less than $15 an hour. And that's right about where a basic dozen donuts falls at Tom's Donuts, with that beautiful box, which is about $1.50 a piece just for the box, right? So I want you to understand that, hey, if you ever wonder what a dozen donuts is going to cost, kind of just figure out what the average person is making in the economy right now working at a Tom's Donuts. Right between $14 and $20 an hour is the average wage someone's taking home with tips and hourly wages. We are just doing it that way. So I want to appreciate everybody with what they're doing. I want to tell you to get over there, and I need your $20 a dozen because I got a Jeep and I got a 4. Now, you approved it. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks for passing all my expenses this year. This meeting is adjourned. This meeting